Okay, so good morning. It's the 13th of April. Okay, we're going to carry on and we're going to look at the next part in the book, which is 16.2 on page 281. Okay, and we're talking about constructing frequency diagrams from frequency tables, okay? Drawing frequency diagrams, yeah? Now there's bits here that you can read. I'm not going to go through them all because you can read all this yourself, okay? Page 281 and 282 shows some examples of going through. What I want to do is just to pick one of the questions on page 283, okay? And just go through it with you using the camera here, and then you can have a go at some of the other ones yourself, okay? So we'll do the first one, okay? So I'm looking at question 1A here, and it says to construct a frequency diagram for each frequency table, okay? So the first thing to look at here, sorry, I'll put the book underneath there, okay? The first thing to look at here is how many classes do we have, okay? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes, okay? And what do the frequencies start and finish at? Okay, so we're starting at 3 and we finish at 8, right? So just give me a minute and I'll get my graph paper out and then we can carry on. Okay, I need to work out a better way to put my camera because you can't see the whole piece of paper. But, right, we said that there were 5 classes. So what I'm going to do using this paper, I'm going to draw a line along the bottom for my first x-axis that goes 5 squares. I'm going to use 1 square for each of the classes, okay? So I'm going to start there and go across to 5 squares, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, okay? So those are going to be my classes. I can put those in now because you can see those easily, okay? So this one here will be 0 greater than t, t greater than 0 or 1 greater than or equal to t, okay? And then I'll carry on putting the other ones in. Sorry. The last one there. Okay, so that's me bottom, my x-axis done. Now my y-axis is the one that we're going to have problems with because I think my graph paper is too big to go onto the camera. Okay, but I've got 8 here, so I'm going to go up 8 squares up here. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll go up. I'll go up 8. It's easier. Okay. Okay, so I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 up there, okay? No, it doesn't go onto the camera, never mind. We'll work it out as we go along, okay? Now then, this side here, we're going to have so this one is again we need to measure we need to put the units on the graph here, so this is time, t in hours, okay? Here, we're going to have frequency along the side here, okay? And again, what I'll do is I'll just mark these on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 there, okay? And I'll put those on for you. So you can actually see it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now all I do now is just put the information from the table onto the charts. Okay. Um, for example, the first one here for the time is equal to 1. Well, the time is between 1 or 0. The frequency here is 3. So all I do is I draw a line here across from 3 and down. And that's my graphic explanation of the first class. Okay? The next one is 6. So again, I just carry on up, draw a line up to 6. Down there. A line across the top. Now obviously I could, if I was doing this neatly on an exam or anything like that, I could shade those in and do it nicely or anything like that, yeah? Okay, the next one is the one that I have problems with because that's going to go all the way up to 8. I say I need to change the position of my camera. Okay, so I've got 8 there. Okay, I'll just finish this off and then come back. Okay, so this is what we end up with. This is the complete picture of the diagram, which shows all of the different classes on the one diagram there. And obviously from this it's very easy to see that the modal class is the one in the middle there, which is where the time is between 3 and 2, okay? Well, equal to 3, but greater than 2. Alright? Okay. Okay, just to move on quickly and show you the other way of doing a diagram, which again is shown in your book, example, well, it's in example 2, I think. Basically, this is one way we can do it. The other way we can do it, once you've done this, you can go through and you can make a point halfway through each class here, okay? Yeah? And then using those points, we can draw lines starting at the 0 point, and we can draw lines to illustrate the information in a line graph, basically. Okay? Just do this quickly for you. Again now, okay, so there again we have the same information, except this time we have it with a line graph showing you the lines instead of the charts. Okay, obviously you could take away the columns if you wanted to and just draw the lines on it, like they have done in the other diagrams in the book. Okay? Okay, so really that's all we're doing today. It's a quite straightforward lesson. What I'd like you to do, please, is to have a go at doing question 1D, okay, the masses of animals on a farm, and then turn over the page and try and do question 2 and 3 on page 284. Okay, and that's all we got for today. So it's quite an easy class for you today. It's just it's a bit of a pain, I know, drawing diagrams and graphs and things like that, but it's just a way of visually seeing the information from a frequency table. All right, thanks very much.